Okay, so what we would like to do now, I think, is perhaps try to fight and level up some more, which is a wonderful thing to do. And we're going to try to avoid a fight with the snake because we don't want to be fighting animals. I guess we can fight these orcs though. And the other thing we should probably try to do is either get a ship to spawn on the ocean for us, because that'll become important eventually as well. Or we can also just take a moon gate to somewhere else and see what's what. So if we wander around here a little bit more and no ship appears and that snake tries to fight a good fight with us, and here we go, here's the moon gate. So let's pop in and go up to Minoc. So Minoc is just at the full moon on the right side. And we're right up at the very top of the map. And this is an area, I believe, that's inaccessible to us by foot for the moment, since it's so far away. And Minoc is just around the corner here, so we can pop right in and see what's what. Also, too, I should mention, on our notes, I've made some highlights here. You can see that some of this text is now red. And primarily, anything that's in red here are just things that we need to follow up on eventually. And I've gone and added them to a kind of to-do list in this other tab over here, just talking about where we eventually need to follow up on some of this stuff, just to kind of organize ourselves. So you can see I have location, the person that we need to speak with, and then also what the object or question we need to inquire about. So hopefully that'll organize us a little. And also too, I've added another tab here talking about all the different qualities that we need to be working on, the towns that they're affiliated with according to Lord British, which I haven't quite filled in yet. I've only filled in the towns we've visited. And then also here, if we have the rune, and where we found it, and then the mantra if we have it, and then the locations of the shrines themselves as well. So that should organize us quite well, and I will be doing this type of, I guess, updating off LP video recording just to save you guys the stress of having to sit there and watch me type words a lot, which you'll already be doing anyways, but that's just a core part of the game. But anyway, for now, let's head into Minoc and see what people in here have to say. So we'll talk to these guards first. They're massive guards in this case. And his job is, of course, to guard. His health is quite. That's always very nice to hear. Alright, and we can't ask guards to come and join us. So he says, I wonder if I will ever have to give my life in the line of duty. Understand my dilemma? Yes, of course. If it came down to it, I hope I would do it. I think that's something that a lot of people would struggle with, that's for sure. One life for many. Well, that's a pretty intensely deep conversation, wouldn't you say? Okay, so we have Shentis. So there are Shentis, they are Tinkers. And this is an important thing to know, because Tinker folk are actually really great, strong, and useful individuals that can use, I think, a mix of magic and are also good at battle as well. So they welcome us unto Minoc, the city of sacrifice. And I'm just going to put sacrifice in brackets up here for my notes for later. And so Shentis is the welcomer. Self-sacrifice is a needed virtue. Avatars strive to be virtuous. Dost thou strive for virtue? Yes, then perhaps thou shalt become an avatar. Well, one would only hope. And I wonder if at the end of the game, there's some huge self-sacrifice element that we have to endure, or I have no idea. I haven't beaten the game I did not mean to leave. I haven't beaten the game in my stream yet, so I'm really not too aware of what could potentially be coming around the mountain, so to speak, in terms of this part of the virtue hunt. All right, we have a happy taker named Mischief. Job is this and that. Health is okay, I guess. We select this, she says, and that. Okay, so she only has one option, so I have a feeling we're gonna have to come back and talk to her. Now I'm just kind of scanning this wall for some passable blocks, and it doesn't look like there's anything there. Well, let's head in here to the ironworks. Okay, there we have more guards here. Massive guard, guarding of course. Talking about sacrifices again. Okay, so we don't have to really continue that conversation, I don't think. Okay, we also have Sing Song. I need to get a keyboard with a better backspace button that's bigger. I often have a hard time backspacing with this one. I am Sing Song. He's a cute bard and sings songs. And they're very well. Okay, we've talked about that already. Okay, the raven sings, the raven saw, and in the corn he saith, Ka. Okay. Let me just write this down. Okay. Because that, to me, because they have Ka capitalized and in quotes, I have a feeling that that's going to be a mantra. Someone will probably tell us at some point. Okay. Raven saw, and in the corn he saith, Ka. So we'll go with that for the moment. Dost thou like it? Yes. Thanks. Okay. Now let's talk to this person and see what's up over here. Welcome to the Ironworks. Are we here to buy or sell? What do you have here for weapons, I wonder? Maces, halberds, magic axes, and magic swords. I'm not interested in any of these things. So let's leave. And I don't think we can talk to these here. I think they might just be displays. Hard to say for sure. Ooh, there's a forge though. Who's this person? Hello, can you come closer to me? No? Okay. I guess we can't speak with that person for now. Alright, let's go and continue to talk to some more people here. A stocky ranger, Mike Ward. Is this our first person with a last name? Wonder why they get last names and nobody else does. He's trying to get a room. He's well enough. Doesn't want to join me, eh? I've traveled clear from Skara Bray. The rune of our city is missing. Dost thee, know thee of the rune? No, it's not in Skara Bray. Okay. From Skara Bray, rune is missing. Skara Bray is on the west coast of the map. Like the west portion of the map, I should say. And obviously we haven't heard anything about it, so that would make sense. But we're going to have to search elsewhere for that one, apparently. So we have Azure. The tinker at the table. He carves runes. Oh, cool. His health is okay. Carves runes for passage into the shrines. Dost thou seek a rune? Yes. Which? Oh gosh, I seek all of them. But this is the place of sacrifice, so let's say this one. Okay, ask my sister Mischief. Okay, let's see if he'll tell us anything else about other rhymes or other runes for other shrines. Okay, so it doesn't seem like he can tell us about runes from other places. Maybe just the rune of sacrifice. Okay, it was worth a shot. Cool, so we'll go back and chat with Mischief after. Hey, come here, you. Okay, you meet a teenage boy. He says, "I am Alex." So he's Alex, he's a teenage boy. His job is giving out flowers. Gives out flowers. Here you are. Oh, thank you. Health is fine, thanks. The way I figure it, if thou art kind to others, they will have a reason to be kind in return. Huh, that doesn't seem like a good reason to be nice to people. You should be nice to people because you want to be, not because you'll get something out of it. I don't know. That's kind of weird to me. Yes, give all that you can unto the needy. Wilt thou give? Absolutely. Good. Okay. Well, let's leave this weird ethical dilemma and go see what's over here. Alright, so I'm just looking for walls we could pass through. It doesn't look like there's anything in here. Doesn't look like there's anything here either. Nobody's home. And no one's here either. I'm just checking because sometimes my eyes don't do the work I need them to do. Okay, so there's a boulder here. So that looks like we can't go that way. And who's this? A wandering tinker. This is Marita. So she seeks wisdom from the Shrine of Sacrifice. Her health has been better. She needs the mantra. Know ye the mantra? No. The shrine is on a lake to the east. Okay, Shrine of Sacrifice is on lake to the east of Minoc. Now what happens if we say yes? She says good. Okay. So I think I'm pretty convinced that the mantra is going to be Ka. But it's hard to know for sure. Is this still a massive guard? There are guards all over the place here. Okay. We're not going to have that conversation again. Okay, so for here, we got to make sure we don't step in any of this poison. Okay, we found Julia. I think we can recruit her. An agile tinker. She cares for the poor. She's well. Self-preservation is the first law of nature. Self-sacrifice the highest rule of grace. Within this house are many poor and destitute souls. Wilt thou help? Yes. I would join thee. Nice. Okay, let's recruit her. Alright, so we've got Julia under wraps now, which is phenomenal. She will be a great addition to our party, for sure. Recruited. Perfect. Now, let's have a chat with this person. Alkirian. An old ragged man. He is a peasant. He hears many things. Like, I'm old and weak. What dost thou wish to know? Okay, this is someone else that we're going to have to come back and talk to clearly. Can I give to you? No. He says he doesn't need our gold. Okay, well, we tried. A ragged soul named Jude. Okay, hang on. Alkirian hears many things. Jude. Ragged soul. The descriptions are pretty intense. It really conveys the destitute nature of these folks. So his job is to redeem himself. He's ailing. Oh man. I will not speak of my sin. well, wants to redeem himself. Okay, so he won't speak of his sin, so we'll leave him alone. We're not going to press. You meet a sickly little man. Aw. It's not, I shouldn't laugh. It's not very nice, but it's a weird description. Oh, I didn't mean to say goodbye to you. Bob the Beggar. Hopefully that's not his given name. So job is none. Please help me. He's very sick. Help me. Okay. I need money to cure my sickness. I have terminal leg rot. Wow. Hast thou any money? Yes. Then please share it with me. Okay. I've been giving 30 gold pieces to beggars. So I'll give him the same. Oh, thank thee. I shall never forget thy kindness. And I'm still not sure if 30 is a good enough amount to be giving. But hopefully that's enough. I don't know. Let's talk with this person. You meet a fading man. Gimbal. He shall die soon. He's barely conscious. Holy smokes. I suffer from... I'm guessing that's some kind of bug. A tsetse bite? I'm assuming that first T is silent. I will soon sleep forever. Could thou spare a gold piece, so I may buy a last drink? Yes, remember, Azure knows of the rune. Nice. Oops. Azure knows of the rune. Okay. Well, let's give. We're gonna give him 30 as well. Oh, thank thee. I shall never forget thy kindness. Okay, so we gave 30 gold pieces to that person. Wonderful. So we have to backtrack and talk to Azure, and we have to backtrack and also speak with Mischief. So hopefully we are building up that sacrifice. We also need to speak to this little lady, Linda Sue. A small muddy girl. She's an undernourished beggar girl. She's hungry. She hasn't eaten in days. Could thou spare a nibble of food? Yes, I would greatly appreciate that. Oh, thou art a kind soul. But I didn't actually give her any food, but she doesn't let me donate to her, it seems. So, beggar child, hungry. We told her we would give her food, and in theory I wish my food counter had gone down by a few to reflect that, but... Alright, so we've spoken with everyone in the poorhouse. We've recruited Julia. If they didn't have a big patch of swampy poison over here, I'm pretty sure people wouldn't get sick so often in this town, but... not gonna judge. Okay, let's talk with this person. A meek shepherd. This is Damon, also known as Demon. Guess we'll find out. He stands here and thinks. I used to have a friend like that in real life. Holy smokes. His health is fine. Thinks just about things. Can't a man just think to himself? Yes. Well, I hope so. If I say no... Oh! I'm a bandersnatch. I don't even know if I'm supposed to feel offended by that, but I hope maybe it might open up another conversation option, but he called me a bandersnatch. That's not very nice. Okay, well, let's go over here. I think I'm gonna accidentally exit town. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's go back in. And we will try to track down our friends Azure and Mischief, because Azure told us to go see Mischief about the rune. Now Mischief was down here, so let's ask her right about that. Okay, the rune of sacrifice is hard to get. It lies within the fires of the forge. Okay, Mischief. Rune is in fires of forge. Hast thou the rune? No. Return when thou dost find it. Okay. Now let's return after getting rune. All right. So, I wonder if we should try to go into the forge. We did visit the forge, if you recall. Now, I think Azure was up here, was he not? They were brother and sister, and these two sprites are the same. There's Azure. Now, what were we supposed to ask him about? Azure knows of the rune as well. Oh, maybe that was just to go talk to his sister. Let's just see. Yeah, carves runes. That's right. Okay. So I don't think we're going to get a new hint out of that. Now, we are at full health. What I might try is actually exiting town and just saving the game. Let's pop back in here. And then maybe go back to the forge. Oops, I missed the building. And look, now this guy's out of here. Zircon. I guess somebody should also say about Damon, he sits and thinks. Called us a friggin' bandersnatch, but what are you gonna do? Okay, you see a seasoned blacksmith. Right, and we were supposed to come and talk to Zircon about the mystic arms, if you recall. So that'll be fun. Forges weapons. His health is quite well. He makes the very best. Seek thee a weapon. Yes, ask at the counter. Mystic. Ah yes, the mystic weapons and armor, my greatest work. Those I gave unto Sir Simon and Lady Tessa. Okay. Sir Simon and Lady Tessa. Mystic weapon maker. Gave weapons unto, here I'm talking Old English here, Sir Simon and Lady Tessa. There we go. So I wonder if they're in this game or they were in a previous game. It doesn't help that I haven't played the previous Ultimas, but I've read the history. The names just don't sound familiar to me. Cool. Alright, well we know that the fire of the forge is where the rune lies. So let's just step in here and see what happens to us. We might be able to make it. Okay, let's just search here. Okay, we're in the corner. Oh, hopefully we make it out. What am I doing here? Oh no. Oh, we found the rune. Cool. So we found it in the corner of the forge. Alright, now let's hope we can get out of here without hurting ourselves. Well, we'll hurt ourselves, but we won't kill ourselves. Okay. Great. Now, we have to go back and talk to... Who was it again? Mischief. Return after getting the rune. So let's go see her again. I am Mischief. The rune of sacrifice is hard to get. It lies within the fires of the forge. Hast thou the rune? Yes. Then ask Alkirian of the stone. Okay. Now let's just add in a line here. Cool. So we'll go back and chat with Alkirian, who's right down here. Okay, let's go do that. And Alkirian was one of the haggard folks. I think this person right here. Great. Stone. The stone of sacrifice is orange in color and used in the altar rooms of love and courage. Okay, well, let's add a couple of lines here so that we can chat. We can add that information in. Okay. Sacrifice stone is orange. Used in altars of love and let's also add in courage here. Courage. Well, that's important. Okay, so we have to add in our information about the stone as well to our information, our other sheets, and we have nothing new for our to-do list, which is nice because we have lots of other leads to follow up on for now. So from there, I guess that's fantastic. We have a few things and we can go and continue our questing around and see where that kind of leads us. Because this continent is quite large. It's full of terrible swamp. And I don't know if the bad guys over here are particularly friendly, but we should try to jump back in. Let's go over to this area, and I think this is going to be Scarabray. So we can pop in here and have a chat with these folks as well.